Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the final round of Swiss 6 for this PC. I'm your commentator Ismail Myra, and joining us for our final round, our competitors, Destiny Sue and Fadil Farhan. Alright, Fadil right here is going to be on our screen at the bottom, whereas Destiny is going to be on the screen on top. We've seen both these players here play consistently and most of the PCs right here, and I'm still hyped up over the previous Swiss 5 over here. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be up on YouTube, and I need to chill referencing the previous Swiss rounds right there. Alright, if you didn't catch it out, you better check it out. Swiss round 5, it's pretty exciting. Alright, but let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this final round for today. Alright, as we do see both our players here are connecting. We've seen most of the unorthodox teams right here, right? Most of them run Prankster, Meowstick. I say nothing can surprise me even more with the whole surviving the water spout, the primal Kyogre Groudons, the Rayquazas and whatnot. Nothing can surprise me after this, but we do see. Is that an Audino? That's an Audino on Destiny's side right here. Okay, I'm really flabbergasted right now to see. Let's just go over team preview right before I lose my mind right here. So Destiny, we can see on the top right is running Mawile, Audino, Meowstick, Gastrodon, Yveltal, and Primal Groudon. Whereas on Fadil's side here is running dual Primal for that matter. Primal Groudon, Kyogre, Meowstick, Kangaskhan, Talonflame, and Landorus. Right, Landorus I at the moment. That's an Audino right there, right? I would like to see if he's gonna bring that Audino and see how it plays into his team composition. Because both the teams look somewhat Trick Room, although Destiny's team is slightly more oriented for Trick Room. Because Fadil's has the opportunity or possible Tailwind support, you know, on Talonflame right there, or possible Thunder Wave on the Meowstick. So. Man, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen in this game. Who are they gonna bring? What four are they gonna bring? I'm excited for these 3 rounds right here because I need to see their Audino, mind you. All right, and because I've never seen Audino being utilized in VGC 16, so I'm hyped. Right, Primal Groudon on Destiny's side with Yveltal. Yveltal could work against for Fadil's side of the team here. I mean. Dark Pulse, Dark Aura, boosted Dark Pulses. I'd like to see what item though is he running, because most of the time most people tend to run either Key Berry to increase defense or leftovers, Life Orb. I tend to run mine with Life Orb. It's pretty the threat, the offensive power that he could bring is really high over there with the Sucker Punches or Weakness Policy for that matter. Weakness Policy is very popular as well in Yveltal, right? It gets to boost up their attacks and special attacks as well for Oblivion Wings to do massive amounts of damage and regain your health. Your sustainability is right there. Whereas Gastron right there is also bulky as anything. Most of them tend to run Assault Vest, but I like mine. I prefer mine with Citrus Berry for that matter to regenerate the health, right? As we do see, both players are going into the battle right now. I can't wait to see who's going to bring what. As we do see Destiny Sky, who's going to be on the top, like I said before. But we do see Fado right here lead off with the Meowstick and Groudon. Is it going to be like the potential Meowstick Groudon we've seen before where it did Gravity and Precipice Blades? Looks somewhat familiar to it. As we do see Mawile and Groudon coming up from Destiny's side right here. The Intimidation is going out, in decreasing Groudon and Meowstick's attack by 1 stat. As you do see both their Groudons going Primal Reverse right here. There's no way for anyone to run Groudon without the Red Orb, because the Red Orb is very vital. Getting the Sun of the Weather is really crucial for Groudon's, not in sustainability but damage output. As we do see Fadil's Groudon Primal Reverse first, does that indicate that it's faster than the Primal Groudon on Destiny's side right here? But here's the thing, right? Fadil could definitely go for Eruption if he does run it, Eruption or Fire Punch, any fire move onto the Mawile to instantly knock it out. But Mawile could easily go for a Sucker Punch, and from what I know, I did the calculations, Primal Groudon can take 1 Precipice Blades, right? If it even without any investments. If it's a spread, if there's like a partner beside him, he could definitely take 1 at full HP. So, and Destiny could retaliate with a Sucker Punch. That's why we do see the Primal Groudon switch out because of that -1, the drop 1 in attack speed. As we do see Protect coming up from Mawile right here, and I'm lost of words because the Primal Groudon on Fadil's side swap out with a Talonflame right here, and we see a Precipice Blaze going on to the Meowstick side right here. Alright, that's a pretty safe switch in for Fadil to negate the Precipice Blades coming in his way. As you do see Citrus Berry onto the Meowstick. Must be a very bulky set then to sustain that movement Precipice Blades right here. But most of the Meowsticks that I know, that even I've tried to run before, some I tend to run Charm on mine to negate, decrease attack stat by most attacking people by 2 stages. So yeah, I would like to see whether what support moves is the Meowstic carry right here, because we've seen the Thunder Wave, but it blocked the Mawil's attack stat right there, right? Yeah, so I'd like to see what other moves you can utilize right here, as we do see the Gastron swapping out for the Mawile slot right here, and we do see a Brave Bird possibly going onto the Groudon slot right here, because it will do negligible damage. Yep, barely missing on 50% right there. It's about, I think, about 30 or 45%. As you see, it's a Life Orb Talonflame right here, and so the Psychic goes on to, he double targets the Primal Groudon right here, and it still survives. It's still sustaining. As you see, Rock Slide connecting onto the Talonflame. That's goodbye, Talonflame. It was nice knowing you. You were brave enough to initiate damage onto the Primal Groudon. As you see, Meowstic still standing there for Fadil's side, but at about below 50% HP at the moment. Now Gastron's in a lovely position, and where he's at, he can both Pokemon on Destiny's side are ground type, so they cannot be Thunder Wave. And I'm sure that Gastron is even enough to survive possibly Earth Power or Precipice Blaze from Primal Groudon for that matter, so he could then retaliate it back with an Earth Power possibly. We'll have to see here. Can Fadil fork out his way out of this picky situation right here? Because we've seen that the Primal Groudon on Destiny's side is faster. Why? I'm still surprised why he went for the Protect. As we do see Primal Groudon on Fadil's side retaliated with a Precipice Blaze, and I'm sure Gastron will be able to take one. Yep. No, but along with the Citrus, so that makes it a 3-hit KO right there. Unless Meowstic does decide to go for a Psychic onto Gastron. We'll have to see. As it does go for a Psychic onto Gastron, would we see an Earth Power play coming out here into Groudon? Yes, we do. Now that would do it about 50%. Oh, even below 50%. Is that a crit? No, not even a crit. Wow, so that's so much power coming out from the Pink Slug, aka the Pinky Jelly. Alright, so we know Destiny's Groudon is faster. So would we see Fadil utilize this knowledge right here? Possibly going for a double attack, hoping that the Meowstic will be able to knock out the Primal Groudon, or hoping for a miss. Or what does he have in the back right now? That's the bigger question. If he has a Landorus, maybe he could swap it out. No, but we do see Destiny decide to opt to swap out for Yveltal. Pretty safe, because the Psychic would Yveltal is immune to Psychic type attacks, right? So we do see a Psychic coming out from the Meowstic here. We do see a Protect Gastrodon. Alright, because it's definitely not Assault Vest, right? Because we've seen the Protect. As you see, Psychic, it does not affect Yveltal. Oh, wow, the switch-ins on Destiny is really smart, really tactical here. Nothing much could be done unless we do see a Thunder Wave going on to Yveltal's slot. But I doubt that. Most Yveltals tend to run Lumberry, right? Just for prevent Thunder Wave spam right here. Oh man, I gotta chill, man, because we're gonna see Yveltal here in action, right? Or we're gonna see a Protect from Yveltal. We'll have to wait here and see first, because we know Gastron cannot survive one more Precipice Blade. So we do see the Gastron switch out for the Primal Groudon instead, which is come back inside here. But it's gonna go down to a Precipice Blades regardless or not, right? So we do see a Protect coming out from the Groudon on Fadil's side right here, and we do see Thunder Wave going on to Yveltal. Oh, that's a very crucial Thunder Wave right there, unless it has Sucker Punch to help him later on down the line. Oh, and we do see Yveltal being fully paralyzed. That caught Destiny off guard right here. This gives Fadil a fighting chance at the moment, but Fadil is still prone to Precipice Blades from Destiny's side right here. Unless it was a speed type, for all we know. Now we do see a Quick Guard coming out from Meowstic right here, potentially blocking up any Sucker Punches. But we do see a Protect coming out to Groudon on Destiny's side right here. As we do see Precipice Blaze negating both of them from ever happening. As we do see a knockoff onto the Meowstic side right here. Alright, and there goes down Meowstic, and we get to see who the Fadil brought as his final Pokemon right here. Because we didn't see the Sucker Punch, right? So we do see Primal Kyogre. Will we now this begs the question, right? Fadil has the weather advantage right here. His Yveltal is slower. Destiny's Yveltal is slower. So he is safe to fire off an Ice Beam onto that particular slot. Because I'm pretty sure the Gastrodon has Storm Drain, and that's gonna wreak havoc if you were to get a special attack drop, but then Groudon could go for the Precipice Blades. Destiny has 4 Pokemon to utilize right now. One of them is paralyzed, 2 of them is severely injured with the Gastrodon and the Primal Groudon. We'll have to see how he fully utilizes this turn right here, unless Fadil is predicting the Sucker Punch coming from the Yveltal, which is a possible play right here. Now we'll have to see here, as we do see the Groudon on Destiny's side being withdrawn over here. Who are you going to bring out? Possibly a Mawile? No, into the Gastrodon right here. Alright, probably predicting the Water type attack right here, as we do see a Sucker Punch going to the Groudon slot right here. That's going to pick up a KO for sure. Down goes Primal Groudon on Fadil's side right here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, and we do see an Ice Beam going onto the Yveltal slot right here. Yeah, onto the Yveltal slot. That is about over 50% right here. It cannot freeze because it's paralyzed as well. So, I'm not sure if Primal Kyogre can KO the Gastrodon right now with Ice Beam, right? Because if not, then Yveltal will have to Sucker Punch onto the Kyogre slot. But the paralysis chance could come into play here, folks. So we'll have to see possibly an Earth Power coming onto Gastrodon right here. But he does not paralyze with the Yveltal, as we do see a Sucker Punch go. That must be a crit, right? No, that's not a crit. It's just really powerful. As we do see an Ice Beam connecting onto the Yveltal right here. But the Gastrodon, I'm pretty sure, is going to seal up the game right here with Earth Power onto the Primal Kyogre here. Yep. Yeah, that's definitely gonna pick up the KO right here, unless it's really bulky. But no, down goes Primal Kyogre. And all right, Destiny takes first game for Swiss round 6. All right. Really good switch-ins right here played by Destiny, right? Predicting the Psychic and swapping out into Yveltal right there, negating the Psychic coming in his way. Blocking the Thunder Wave by switching into ground type Pokemon. His ground coverage on Destiny's side is really, there's really plenty of them, right? So being immune to Thunder Wave is a really key advantage on preventing the speed drops already, because Destiny's team looks more oriented to Trick Room. So if you were to set up Trick Room and his Pokemon's paralyzed, then I think he would have gotten this out slow advantage on his side. Alright, so we'll have to see how is Fadil gonna adjust going on to round 2 of this Swiss 6. Hopefully he can make a comeback so we can have 3 rounds of this final Swiss here. That would be lovely to see right here. I would like to see possibly maybe because he's got Landorus, right? And he's not utilized the Landorus just now. He only utilized the Meowstic, Kyogre, Groudon, and what's it? Talonflame, if I'm not mistaken. So I'd like to see the Landorus come out into play right now. And yeah, I can't wait. Lovely round, final round of Swiss for today. I can't wait for tomorrow to see all the top cut players going into this tournament right here. And yeah, both players are in their team preview screenings right now. Will we see Mawile also come to play on Destiny's side? I would love to see, because the Mawile and Yveltal combination with the Sucker Punch Dark Aura boosted is really a deadly combination right here. It picks up KOs, or if not, does high amounts of offensive damage right here. It's a really threatening combo to either counter the Xerneases, because Mawile has the Iron Head. Mawile has the Iron Head advantage, right, to counter Xerneas. So even though you lead off with a Xerneas against a Yveltal, Mawile still has the opportunity to go for the Iron Head, pick up the 1-hit KO onto Xerneases. So you gotta watch out right there. The team composition on Destiny is also really well crafted, right, with all these ground type attacks, the grounds with the Groudon, Gastrodon. But we've yet to see the Audino. I would like to see whether he's gonna bring it for this game, because I don't know what the Audino does, right, and what item does they have. It can't be Mega Evolution, because that's picked up by Mawile. So man, many thoughts are going through my mind right now, right? By what both these players are bringing, because, guys, it's an Audino. Who is not excited for an Audino? Alright, as we do see a Kangaskhan lead with a Kyogre on Fadil's side right here, as we do see Audino. Yes, we get to see an Audino for once. we get to see Audino VGC 16 right here with a Mawile right here, letting out the Intimidation onto Kangaskhan, which is vital to lower down his attack stat by 1, and onto the Kyogre slot as well. I'm talking really fast, yeah, I apologize, but I'm just, man, many thoughts are going through my head here, right? Because now the Kyogre is going to Primal Reverse. I'm pretty sure Kangaskhan also is going to Mega Evolve soon. Knowing Destiny's team, right, we can see the composition right here, which has Mawile, Audino, Meowstic, Gastrodon, Yveltal, and Groudon. We have not seen where the Trick Room is going to lie, right? Who's going to start with Trick Room? Could it be either Meowstic right here, or it could be Audino? I'm not sure whether Audino is he able to take a Trick Room right here? Because Audino would have to protect, right? Because the Kangaskhan is going to go for might go for a Fake Out, or he's going to get really a lot of damage with the Fake Out and the Origin Pulse or the Water Spout. Because right now Kangaskhan and Kyogre does provide the threat in damage output right now, as we do see a switch in. Deciding to conserve the Audino right now with the Primal Groudon right here, getting up the weather, negating all water type attacks. I'm pretty sure I'm not sure whether Fadil was expecting this or not, and went for the Ice type attack onto Mawile right here. But Mawile is very free and easy to go for an attack right now, right? Because Ice type attacks is resisted by Mawile, and Kangaskhan can't. Wait a minute. Someone got disconnected. Pokemon Professor Wilson will have to see who got disconnected right here. Oh man, we were just about to start the game. Oh boy. Apparently Destiny is fine, but Fadil's 3DS is working. So currently technical difficulties here. Wilson is observing what's happening right here. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see what's happening in round 2, right? I mean, we saw the Audino lead and we saw it switch out, right? So I want to see what does that Audino does. I hope Destiny brings it back for the second round right here. Yep. So all right, we're gonna restart in the same Swiss round right here, Swiss 6, but round 2. We're gonna restart because no moves went through. Heck, they barely even Primal Reverse or Mega Evolve for that matter. So Destiny is still in the lead here with 1-0. So we're gonna have to replay it twice more, right? All right, they're just setting up the 3DSs at the moment. But yeah, Audino. That's gonna leave my mark for today. Audino. Alright. Because most of the standard teams right now, the standard Pokemon in VG616 meta, they're either very gimmicky or they're very powerful offensively with Trick Room. So I can't wait to see how the metagame is going to evolve, right? Because most of the standard Pokemon that I tend to see right now, the top 20 in my list, they have Kangaskhan, Salamence, Talonflame, Smeargle, Xerneas, Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza for that matter, Whimsicott, Liepard, but we've not seen Liepard, Crobat. We've seen an insane number of Crobats, right, today, right, currently. So for us to see an Audino live on stream, I want to see that happen. Hopefully it does something for, hopefully it gets to utilize its move sets, you know, before it gets taken out or whatnot. We rarely see the double genies nowadays, if you realize, in the current metagame right now. We've seen a few double genies, but they weren't the standard Choice Scarf Landorus, Life Orb Thundurus, or Citrus Berry Thundurus for that matter, because most of these items are being taken up by the other mons, which deserve it even more. These item slots cannot be exclusively held by the double genie standards anymore. Most Pokemon who use Choice Scarf now tend to be either like what we saw in the Swiss round 3, if I'm not mistaken, round 3 or round 4, Choice Scarf Kyogre, which decimated the opponent, which the opponent really couldn't do much to prevent it from going live, right? So key items, most of them are being taken up by these Pokemon. Like for example, Kyogre's running the blue orb, Groudon has the red orb taken. You have 6, and you have to consider these 6 items are going where. One of them is going to have the Mega Stone. Your Primals are going to have 1 stone. The Life Orb, Focus Sash, these are items you have to consider. Not many of them are going to carry Lumberry just to make sure that they don't go to sleep, right? Like go to sleep or confused or paralyzed by Thunder Waves. So key here is that we have so much we have to play with. We have to be conservative as well. That's what my take back away from this competition right here. Like Mental Herbs also now a key item in this tournament. It wasn't so much so as to last year, because most players could adjust to last year. They were pretty free and wide open to use any item in VGC 15, whereas VGC 16 they have to be conservative with what items are on each Pokemon to not waste slots. Make sure that they provide the proper amount of damage output and defensive output that they can with their Pokemon, getting the proper stats off, as like for example support stats like Trick Room or Thunder Wave or the Taunt for that matter. Yeah, it's very key here in this metagame for this year, especially now more than ever. Alright, now we do see both Pokemon Destiny and both players Destiny and Fadil into team preview here. Hopefully testing out the connections right here, as we do see both players are on stream right now. They've already selected their Pokemons while I was talking apparently. And now we're going live. The Pokemon Professor has given the green light and we're on to round 2 of Swiss 6. Alright, like I've said before, Destiny will be on the top screen right now, and we do see Fadil on the bottom screen leading off with Kangaskhan and Kyogre, which is like the previous same lead as well. And we do see Audino and Mawile. Oh wow, it's like a deja vu. We've seen this before. Oh my god. Now we do see Intimidate coming up from the Mawile here onto the Kangaskhan, which is vital for him. We do see Kyogre Primary Reverse and highly likely that the Kangaskhan is going to Mega Evolve as well in the next turn. man, all these animations could also compound into time, right? So you have to consider 15 minutes. For me, if you want to stall out time, if like you want to burn time, you know you're gonna win, but the only way of winning is through timer stall. I would normally save my Mega Evolution or Primal in the back, and when I need to stall, like then that's how you do it. Send out your Mega Evolution, and then you burn about 30 or 40 seconds of your time, right? So now we're back at the same spot, right? And Kyogre here decides to switch out. Alright, goodbye Heavy Rain, possibly into Groudon? No? Tom! We do see the Landorus coming here, giving him the Intimidate, which is vital to lower down Mawile's attack stat by 1. But we do see as well the Audino decides to switch out possibly into Groudon right now. No, into Gastrodon for that matter. I don't know if Gastrodon might like where is he at the moment, as we do see Mawile switch out possibly into... is that Groudon? Yep, it's definitely Groudon. Gonna Primal Reverse to Primal Groudon right now. Now this is a really smart switching for Fadil, right? Because this is in the optimal play. As we can see that his Landorus in the field, it will outspeed that Primal Groudon if Primal Landorus at Jolly. If both of them are at Adamant state, it's a 50-50. I'm not so sure about the speed stats or the speed stats for both Pokemon right here. But Mega Ken gets a safe double edge job onto who? Gastrodon probably? Yep, onto Gastrodon. That must be a crit, right? That's a critical hit right there. Even with the Citrus Berry proccing right there. The amount of recoil damage that's going to be inflicted back at Fadil right here is going to be tremendous. Even with the critical hit, Gastrodon still survives, but severely damaged though, but still survives regardless, right? And Kangaskhan's about at 49% of damage taken from him, from the recoil. Alright, so now we have to see what can the Landorus do here, right? Possibly go for a Rock Slide or Earthquake. And we'll have to see whether is he faster or not. Because from what I know, the base stats that Landorus is definitely faster by 1 point. Fortunate enough, but by 1 point. So, yeah. Not Jellicent for that matter. Gastrodon right now is probably dead weight for the moment. He'll have as we do see a Protect. So we do see a Protect coming from the Kangaskhan on Fadil's side right here, right? So that must mean that he either runs a Fake Out or Protect stat. Oh my goodness, we do see a disconnect again. We're not so sure. Possibly is it a 3DS this time? Is 3DS having some connectivity problems right now? Oh boy, I'm not sure how is the Pokemon Professor going to decide about this situation. Yeah. It's a... Oh boy. Alright, so we're going to take a break for a while, ladies and gentlemen. We're not so sure about what's happening right here. We might have to end the stream shortly because of the 3DS connectivity. Might have some difficulties here, folks. Alright, I'll get to you all back shortly. If the stream would to continue or not, I'll be back shortly to get confirmation. Alright, see ya. Alright here folks, I've gotten word from the Pokemon Professor and the support team that we'll have to end the stream due to some technical difficulties with the 3DS, the capture card isn't working. But yeah, thank you for joining us for the stream here for 5 Swiss rounds. We'll hope for you to join us tomorrow for the top cut and possibly for another PC. Alright, I've been your commentator for today, Smart Myron, signing out.